So far we did good with a lot of new dialogues today. Watashi go kita. No, watashi ga kita. Sorry, I'm non-Japanese speakers, but yeah, I really need to look at what does that mean. Yo, what's up? My name is iPhong and welcome back to Doki Doki Blue Skies. That intro was embarrassing and it was embarrassing. I am not a Japanese speaker. Watashi ga. Wow. I really need to look that up. What does it mean? And yeah, we're back into a load game sections, and so far we get a lot of different dialogues. And in the previous episodes, and it I mean, what I think is a big decision I had to make is actually scold Natsuki or just be understandable for her. But I cannot say that I'm glad with scolded Natsuki, but it's good that she takes my advice seriously. But at the end of the day, in response, we got a lot of gifts from each others, from the girls I pick. So yeah, however, since there's another options that I didn't pick in the previous episode, which is apologize, and since I think it's fair enough since Sayori got her chance for the defense in the first run. I think this run I'm gonna defense Natsuki to make it even, but at the end of the day, still no apologize to be taken. So yeah, once I finish this run, who knows, I'm gonna go back to these checkpoints, but we're gonna check the photos again to see if anything changed. Happy thoughts still the same, and the character is still hunky-dory. So far no one is harmed yet, but however, after hearing the sad story of Natsuki, I think she's been damaged, but not to the point that her character's being deleted, but I think there's a lot of reason for me to worry about her. So let's go back. It's Wednesday. Finally, today is the new day when Mouse gets back. I don't even know how long it's been since she was last here. Let's see. She came back around Christmas, which is when I started dating Natsuki. So let me in mid-January, the day Natsuki started shoplifting. Well, actually after that, yeah, she started shoplifting and then she gives me a protein box at school. Yeah, I don't know if she's gonna continue doing this or she stop. Considering it's a start of March, I said it's been around 2 months. That's longer than she usually gone. That's longer when she usually gone. Mostly she's out or on trips for like a month tops, excluding the trips she went on before I joined the literature clubs, of course. A lot has happened since then, isn't it? Festival, Halloween, Christmas in my first kiss. Also, I skip Halloween's because I passed that section before, but I haven't passed this section, so I'm just gonna keep and don't scenes. But of course, since I posted on social medias, I'm gonna censor it anyways. But when I'm playing the games originally, I'm not gonna censor the adult scene. But if you guys and girls are under 13 years old again, please be prepared for your mental and read the warning before you playing the games, because I don't want any of you guys and girls being harmed. The festival, Halloween, Christmas, my first kiss. That's a lot of stuff. The festival feels like an age ago, to be honest. Jeez, wow, they was. And then there was been happening more recently with Natsuki revelations. It's been a few days, but it's strange. Although we've been talking like normal, I feel like there's been a bit of weight since last night. She hasn't said much, but a bit of makeup help hide her bruises for school. But how do I act around her? Do I pretend like nothing happened? Or should I be trying to fix the problem? She said it was one off thing, but is that really the case? The more I think about it, the more my head hurts. I wanted to trust Natsuki's judgment, but how can I I know that she's been suffering and hiding it. What could I even do to help? Should I get some advice, even though I know telling someone would be going behind Natsuki's back? And even if I did, how would that help? Who would I talk to? With my swirling emotions beginning to spiral, I suddenly brought up all of the day of my mind by a familiar voice. iPhong, are you alright? Huh? Oh yeah, I'm fine. Why? Totally different this time. You were just staring up into space. I just wanted to make sure you were alright. All's good here. I was just daydreaming. Monica raises an eyebrow. What? There's something you're not telling me. Is it about Natsuki? What? No. iPhong. Fine it is. Why is it? Tell me. How much time you got? Monica glances at the clock. About 10 minutes? Alright. Wait, why do you want to know anyway? Well, I'm the president. If two of my members are dating and they are having problems, I need to know so it doesn't affect the club. So tell me what's wrong. I don't know. It's pretty complicated. How so? I'd rather not get into it, to be honest. It's some pretty personal stuff, so like... No, I understand. A lot of my friends have a relationship like that. Where do you guys stand exactly? Are you doing alright? Are you in a fight? Yeah, that's the thing. I don't really know where we stand. Everything kinda muddy right now. I see. Well, I think you should talk to her about where you should stand exactly. You should also be direct with her. Playing coy never help anyone. Okay. Sometimes I think Monica is actually useful because she did remind me about hero complex. Yeah, sometimes in real life that not many people wants to be someone's heroes. Like having people have them so much, and it seems that they think that they're becoming burdens. But yeah, it's not gonna end well. I mean, I tried, and well, nothing really came out of it. Does she not want to talk about your relationship? Because if so, then that's bad. No, it's not that. It's something just came up when I tried to talk to her. As I said, personal stuff. Well, that's not a good time for you guys to talk about your relationship. You can just wait until it's a good time. I know that sounds stupid, but I mean, it's not like there's a better option, right? No, I guess you're right. Just remember, the best way is to help her is to be direct. I mean, just like Sensei Sakurai said, communication is key. That applies to more than just a relationship. Just an FYI for your information. Yep, I hear ya. Thanks for the help, Monica. It's appreciated. My pleasure, iPhong. Once again, Monica glances at the clock. Looks like it's about time to head out. She turns to the rest of the club room. Okay, everyone, it's about that time. I'll see you tomorrow. And make sure to bring your poems. Especially you, iPhong. In the first run, I think that the only writing poem section is in the beginning of the games. Later into the games, I don't think I get a chance to do it again. Which is sad. Yeah, I know. Monica giggles. I'll see you later, iPhong. Take care. Take care, Monica. With that, I pack up my stuff and head for home. Okay, something's kinda different. As I'm walking along, I feel a vibration in my pocket. Phone call. Okay. Natsuki. Hey, we still on for tonight? Yep, come over at 5. Sure thing. Can't wait. Same here. Can't wait for you to do something. Or have something to worry about. That's what I'm trying to say, like most of in the previous episodes, even the first run as well. Safety is my #1 priority, or I want to make sure Natsuki to feel safe. I still stand by the fact that the way Natsuki takes is adorable. There's something about the amount of emojis she uses. I don't see the emoji. I only see her writing abbreviations and only doing word emoji. I mean, some other people only define emote as like only making a face, but I think that the abbreviation or just emoji like 2 dots with a bracket, I think is like simple icon. I don't think it's emotes there. I'm rather just only writing like 2 dots or just brackets instead of making emoji, because sometimes it's just like spamming, and I really hate that. So I'm just gonna go with text only when I'm texting. But if you guys disagree, I think it's fine for you guys and girls actually see it's still an emoji, because at the end of the day you type it out and then it show emoji anyway. But I think it's more like an icon or just a symbol. It's not showing the face exactly. So yeah. Like for example, I mostly either write 2 dots with the word thinking in the middles, or maybe something like that. But I rather not to enable emojis to be automatically appears, because it's like spamming. I don't like that. There's something about the amount of emojis you use. Mom, are you home? In the kitchen, sweetheart. Oh hey mom. Hi sweetie, good to see you. Oh, it's family meeting. Embarrassment moment. Good to see you too. I walk over to her and give her a big hug. How was school? It was alright, nothing to write home about. How was your trip? Everything go alright? Yeah, almost. One of our clients got cold feet at the very last minute, which was a headache to deal with. She takes a sip out of her mug. What's that? Coffee. I'm trying to come back late. Jet lag. Time zone conflict, I see. I mean, we've been there before, studying abroad, and it just not end well. It's just your sleeping schedule just messed up. Also, if you look at the shadows, really nice detail though. I mean, it has a hot shadow when these 2 umbrellas also. That's really nice. I mean, if you look into the details, I really should be more aware about the shadow as well. That's really neat. She yawns. Really the success. Sorry to hear that. Will be good for tonight? Of course, I'm excited to finally see her. When she come over? 5. Based on what we texted earlier. That means you gotta have an hour to cook dinners. Yeah, I get right on it. Alright, I'll be in the living room. Call me if something's burning down. Duly noted. That was too early. Natsuki, ring. Oh, Grass, you're already here. Don't worry, I'll set the table. You go let her in. Alright, if you say so. That was fast. But at least something different. I walk to the doors and open it up. Hey there. I step out the doorway so Natsuki can come inside. Is there anything I need to know before I meet your mom? Embarrassment? Yeah, she's pretty normal. She will try her best to embarrass me though. Really? Oh, this will be fun. Nope, it's not. Yeah. Well, hello, you must be Natsuki. Mom, I'll stretch her hand. Hi, Okasa, nice to meet you. After the story of her, she's feeling upset. I think, you know what? Feel free to call my mother as Okasa. Natsuki takes her hand and shakes it. I heard so much about you from iPhong. Really? Natsuki turns to look at me. Like what exactly? Well, I heard great things about your cooking skills. So iPhong said you were what got him into cooking. Yeah, I'm good in the kitchen. Love cooking ever since I was young. Really, that's pretty interesting. Don't point at me. I only got into cooking after this one was born. His father couldn't cook for the life of him. Natsuki giggles. That's the same way. My mom does all the cooking. Here, let's sit down and chat. I found would you be clear and finish up dinners and give me a glass of water? No problem. Want anything to drink, Natsuki? Water's good. Gotcha. While Natsuki walked to the living room and carry on their conversation, I finish up with dinner and grab mom's glass of water. Oh, this looks good. Shrimp tempura with carrots and sweet peas. Yep, seasoned with soy sauce with ginger. Do you have tetsuya sauce? Who doesn't? Crazy people, that's who. Here's your sauce. Thanks. After a healthy of tetsuya sauce, we all begin eating. There's a small period of awkward silence before mom finally strikes up a conversation. So how long have you been together exactly? I look at Natsuki. She looks back at me with her equally confused looks. Around 2.5 months maybe. That's how long we've been officially dating. Yeah, we've been hanging out consistently since the festival. And on my head, well, it sounds like a match made in heaven. Especially considering how we both like mangas. You told her that? That kind of how we met, so yeah, it came up in the conversation. Natsuki jokingly pouts, causing mommy to laugh. You two are so funny. You guys met in the literature club, correct? Yep. Sayori inviting him, I think. Not I think, but yeah, I think like I just joined the class willingly based I remember a part in the dialogue. Sayori invited him, I think. Actually, I think I asked her if I could join. I don't really remember, it was a while ago. Regardless, we just started on along with each other's. Yeah, you were the only one with good poetry. Giggles. What? Sorry, I just can't imagine iPhong as a poet. Yeah, it's embarrassing. Don't read my poems, moms. Hey, that's getting mom laughs at me. You actually be surprised iPhong's poetry is half bad. Really? Well, you compared to everyone else in the club. Speaking of which, how many people are in the club exactly? I know about you, Sayori. Someone named Monica. Alright, Monica. She's the president of the clubs. She alright, we argue sometimes, but when she not forcing us to do stuff, we get along. But when she not forcing us to do stuff, we get along. That's the point. Because Natsuki mats with Monica when she thinks that Monica's forcing to make a festival. And then there's Yuri. Oh boy. Sounds like there's some drama. Most definitely. Natsuki and Yuri do not get along. But she just so pretentious about her poetry. I put my hands up. Alright, I'm not getting back into this. Mom's last as she shakes her head. High schoolers, just wait till you get into the real world. You would not believe the stuff I have to deal with while I'm on business trips. Really, like what? Oh, here we go. Embarrassment's taking over. Thanks for having me over, I have fun. Of course, Natsuki, it was nice to meet you. You too. I'll see you later, iPhong. Yeah, catch you later, Nat. Natsuki waves one last goodbye and heads off. She's a real sweetheart, isn't she? Yes, she is. Have you said you love her yet? Have you said you love her yet? Well, in the first run, I did, but it's not end well because of the money decision. What? No, of course not. Well, do you? I know my head. I just don't think that's a good time. Why not? Alright, don't tell Natsuki I told you this, but essentially Natsuki has home problems. Like sometimes her dad came over for her to feel her kind of problems. Oh dear. Did she tell you this? Yeah, a while back. Been trying my best to help her in any way I can. Buying her dinner and lunch, you know, stuff like that. Oh, that's sweet, iPhong. But this seems pretty serious. Do you think you should maybe call someone? Just don't. What? No, it's not that bad. She's just in a tough spot, that's all. I see. One raises an eyebrow before finally taking a deep breath. Regardless, I'm glad to see you being a good person. Makes me that feel like I did alright job as a parents. You're a great parents, Mom, don't worry. Mom chuckles and runs her hand through my hair. She sighs. I just wish I could have been home more. I feel bad that you're going through high school all alone. Don't feel bad though, I can handle myself just fine. I know you're almost an adult. I can't help feeling like I'm missing out part of your childhood. Well, adulthood almost. This is just the hand we've been dealt, right? Besides, I'm going to college soon. This is good practice, eh? You do have a point. Here. Mom reaches into her pocket and pulls out a wallet. Take this, it's for when I had to leave again. She hands me a large amount of bills. I quickly count them all. 25,000 yen, awesome! Hey, don't get any idea, mister. That's for grocery. But spend it wisely. Alright, good. She yawns. My, I'm tired. Your girlfriend's getting tired a lot, can't she? Yeah, but only if she likes you, which I'm pretty sure she does. That's good to hear. I'm gonna turn in, sweetheart. Have a good night. Thanks, you too. She starts for the second floor, but stops when she reaches the stair base. One more thing. Yeah, so a little of that for Natsuki. She flashes a slight smile before walking upstairs, leaving me alone with my thoughts. Save a little of the money for Natsuki. Hey, that's not a bad idea actually. I'm sure that will be so appreciate an extra 25,000 yen. Wait a second, what about me? How am I gonna pay for food if I don't have money? There's a skip option there because I could just get a job. I'm old enough to get a job as a cashier for a farmhand or something, but I don't think. I'm not sure about it. Is it enough? Is it enough? I'm old enough to get a job as a cashier or farmhand or something, but I am not sure if that's enough. 50 yens. I don't know if the game said it clearly. 50 yens for a day, like 7 days a week, around 300 yens, around 350 yens. Oh, if that's 50 yens in total in 1 week, I'm going to be pissed. Or enough to get a job at a cashier or farmhand something. Well, maybe not a farmhand at this time of year. Regardless, if I wanted to live up whatever I make, that means working weekends and quitting the literature club so I could work weekdays. Geez, that's a tough decision. Either I keep spending time with my friends and continue helping Natsuki like I have been, or I basically throw away my entire social life for Natsuki. I mean, I know I love her, but is it worth it? Either way, it's probably not a decision to make me likely. I sleep on it, I suppose. Yeah, that was never go to work. Seeing out, I glance around the dark room. It's no mystery to me as to why I can't sleep. I can't get the image of Natsuki out of my head. She asked me to ignore it, but can I really do that? Even if it was one-time thing, can I honestly stand by when she's in pain? I sit and think to myself for a while, wondering the option that lies before me. I don't want to hurt Natsuki, but can I really allow her to get hurt? What the option is there? How can everyone walk away from this? I instinctively reach my hand to my throat before realizing how dehydrated I am. Shaking my head, I slowly stand up. Reaching for my phone on the nightstand, I turn it on. The time read 1:17. It's not like I could help me with this either. She do that to me if I told anyone, or would she? If I'm discreet about it, asking for advice without letting on what is actually going on. Okay, asking Sakura for help again, but I don't really think it can wait until morning anyway. Sitting back there, I open my contacts and send a simple message. Are you free before school tomorrow? Not expecting a response, I put my phone back and grab a glass of water from the kitchen. Trudging back up the stairs feels like a nightmare. With each step, I take the feeling heavier than last. My eyes are struggling to stay open. Maybe I get some sleep this time, huh? Also, I'm really curious how Monica still get up in this time. 1:17 in the morning, early. What is Monica still doing at that time? As I crawl back into bed, I notice a blinking on my phone and reach over it. A repository? Sure, where would you like to meet? In the first run, in the cafe, in the restaurant? Wherever you want to go it. So this is a decision, should I be a hero? As Monica has mentioned in the first run. Still rubbing the sleep from my eyes, I quickly make my way out the door. I'm already running a little late, but it's too early to care all that much. I throw on my uniform late without breakfast, so I need to work something out on the way to school. However, it's not as if I didn't have a good reason. For a moment though, I paused to look at Sayori's house, grimacing as I wonder how she's holding up. Yeah, because now we are not like hanging with Sayori's anymore, and it's just going in the bad spot. In the previous episode, like the main protagonist and Natsuki only cook chocolate chips and cookies, just only 2 people, not 3 people. And in the first run, Sayori tag along. I mean, tagging along would be cool though, but I mean, more people, more fun. But it just jealousy happens anywhere. Also, I really like detail. If you look at this window, you can see a little bit kind of blur, or maybe just a little bit of something inside. I really like this window detail more, but this one is think like it's all covered up with blind. But this one is a really good detail that you can, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, the music is pushed so much feel though. Grimacing, I wonder how she's holding up. It's not like I wanted a rip to form between us, but can I really fix it now? At any rate, I can't do anything at the moment, so I turn my attention back on to the road instead. There's no time left to waste, so I break out into a jog. In all likelihood, she's already waiting for me. I put the door open and step into the air conditioned, comfortable temperature of the cafe. Take a deep breath and start to scan the room. As I stand by the door, I take a bit of time to wipe the small amount of sweat from my brow and fix my uniform. Coming my racing heart, it isn't often I had to run like that, especially not in uniform. Taken aback by the sheer numbers of people in the little venue, I find myself a little anxious. Did she find a seat? Did she even bother to stay after seeing it's so full? After unnecessarily scanning the room, I take out my phone to see a message I missed. And then I bang it one up the boots. I saved a seat for you. What do you know? I had nothing to worry about after all. I walk carefully to the back of the cafe, trying not to bump into anyone to the best of my ability. It isn't exactly easy to whip through the crowds, and it makes me seriously wonder why so many people are here at all. They can be or they can't all be salarymen here for a morning cup of coffee, right? I'm surprised they're not more worried about being late to work. Eventually though, I find myself facing the only person I could possibly see myself talking about this. Hey, I almost thought you weren't coming with how long it took. Sorry about that, I was running late. I mean, I asked you if you want to meet. I mean, I should be here, right? Considerate guys you are, eh? Huh? You're not calling me out and then being late to our meetings. This is why I hate making mistakes in front of Monica. She's always so sarcastic and I can never tell if she's actually angry or just joking. Sorry, you're totally right to be mad. It's just that I've been kind of frazzled on edge lately. What's that? Nothing, so what did you want to talk about? Monica, are you good? Don't worry about it. We're here to talk about your problems, right? As much as I need to get things off my chest, I feel like I should check on Monica too. After all, she's my friend too, not to mention she might be less inclined to wave up my situation if I'm nice about it. Hey, it's not good to brush up everything that's on your mind, plus I'm your friends, aren't I? So feel free to talk about your problems too. And if you want to talk about something, I'll talk about it. I'm not trying to hide anything, and you don't need to presume that I'm simply being shy about it. Finally, I appreciate it if you dial back on the hero complex. Oh. I appreciate if you dial back on the hero complex. That's what she mentioned. I've been taken aback by her response. I'm sorry if I came off that way. Suddenly it occurs to me just how wound up I am. I haven't been taken a seat yet. My mind turns as I slide into a chair. I can mess things up now. No, that was a bit harsh. Sorry, I'm just tired. Yeah, I really want to know, what did you do at 1:17? Although I know that it's not an excuse for stopping at you. Well, I don't blame you. You've always been busy with extracurricular and stuff. It's alright. I mean, I kind of choose to join all those things. Anyway, never mind that. Let's get to the chase before we're late for school. What's up? I promise, knowing I will have to be careful with my next word. Last thing I want to do is hurt her by revealing I'm thinking about leaving the clubs, especially someone who has been supportive and friendly towards me for all this time. I'm considering leaving the clubs. Quick to follow, I add. But not because I don't like it. I love the clubs. It's given me a chance to reconnect with Sayori and get closer to you, to meet Yuri and Natsuki, of course. Monica pauses for a moment. It's hard to read her expression, although I noticed that she absentmindedly picking at her fingernail. She closes her eyes and takes a breath before responding to my revelation. Is it me or Natsuki was at the festival? A grimace crosses Monica's features, finally breaking her poker face. Does she think that it's her fault I'm leaving? No, nothing like that. I actually asked you to come here because I needed your advice. Monica's expression seems to change again. This time a smile flashes across her face for a moment, but as fast as it appears, it's gone. Well, you're a member of my club, so it's natural that I help you out. You've been a little distant lately, so I've been concerned myself. I can't help but smile in response to her half sarcastic moment. That's the Monica I know. I know we don't have much time now before school, so I just start from the beginning. Natsuki having some financial problems, financial trouble, and I got the money to help her and her families out. The only problem is if I do it, it will force me to quit the clubs to get a part-time job to support myself. I don't want to quit the clubs because it would separate me from all of you, but I can't stand by and do nothing. What would you do? Monica listened to my explanation and seems to ponder it for a moment. Started to wonder whether I should have given more detail to help the explanation or less detail to protect Natsuki, but I can trust Monica. She always supported all of us. She would never do anything to hurt our friends. She's too good-hearted. It's the reason we respect her so much as a club leader. Looking back at Monica, I noticed her still deep in thought. She's using her hand like a set of scales and biting her lips. Am I the only person you asked for about it? Yes, why? Keep it that way. We don't want it going around that Natsuki is having issues in her home life. I know what it's like. It's buying up without her classmates with knowing about it as well. She knows what that's like. Is she having trouble too? As I open my mouth to ask, Monica continues. This isn't the decision you should take lightly. You lose the club and the emotional support from its members. There isn't enough time in our breaks to really make that up, so don't expect to remain as close to the club. And we said a statement, losing the friends I made would be hard, even if it's only a temporary measure. On the other hand, there's no telling what will happen to Natsuki if you don't help her. I don't know the detail, but if it's bad enough that you're coming to me, then I can make an educated guess. I nod slowly and look down at the tables. I think your top priority is to help Natsuki though. I know it must be really hard to leave the clubs, but if it makes you feel any better, it probably still be around next year as well. Yeah, I guess you're right. Well, we don't have much time left, so we have to get going. But thank you for listening to me. At least it helps to put things into perspective a little bit. I'm glad I could help. But by all means, if you need any more advice or help, feel free to talk to me about this. Don't hesitate to reach out again no matter what you decide. Anyway, I got to attend to something quickly before school, so I catch you later, iPhong. Yeah, see you later in the club, Monica. Monica can't stop leaving me to my thought. It's high time I decide. Do I want to give Natsuki my saving at the expense of spending less time with her, working more and leaving the friends I made? Or do I keep the money and try to help other ways? So in the first run, I donate the money. I mean, you guys and girls would do the same, but it's ended in like making the girls you picks feels like she's a burdens, and it's a really sad situation. I mean, it's really hard. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, as I said in the video's titles, in that episode, it can change your relationship. And you know, in real life, you cannot be a hero. There's no way you can be a hero. Nobody is perfect. But I also feel really bad if I pick this option because people is just gonna think that I'm selfish as well. Well, we're here to check out the different option, isn't it? I don't know, now that I really think about it, it might not be a good idea to give her all my money. I don't know about this. I mean, for one thing, I don't want to treat her like a charity case. Plus, it's just not my responsibility to support her financially. I mean, I'm only a high schooler. I do love her, but I'm not even really an adult yet myself. There are probably better ways to handle all this. Like, it helps more if I encourage her to see the therapist or contact the authorities, right? Oh my god. Remember what Natsuki told you? Don't call the cops. Just giving her my grocery money, I don't think it's going to fix anything in the long run. Honestly, she probably get really mad at me if I try to do that anyway. Not to mention, I have to spend all my time working to earn more money. That means basically throwing away my social life being leaving the clubs. Sayori, Monica, Yuri, the girls in the clubs are all good friends. They took me in when I needed it the most. I can't just let that slide. Sayori has been my friend for over 10 years, which just goes to show how long these friendships can last for. We were friends for years and we had less problems than Natsuki and I had in the last 2 months, at least until Valentine's Day. So yeah, I don't think giving Natsuki money is the right choice. I just try to help Natsuki in my current state. Besides, she said that her dad hitting her was just a one-time thing. I hope that's true. She knows him far better than I do. And besides, even if he does hit her again, I'm definitely calling the... My god. Main protagonist. I'm guessing Natsuki still have feelings with her father. That's what I'm guessing. But it's because like she said it's a one-time thing. I think, and that's when like people are suspicious. Is it like, man? I'm definitely calling the cops, the police, even if she breaks up with me. I'd rather be single than let her suffer like that. Well, I don't want to. We decided then, I'm staying in the clubs and keeping the money. Man, that was hard. It's a no-win situation, isn't it? It's either way, isn't it? iPhong, did you have a moment? I put down the manga that I'm reading and look curiously at the chestnuts I have presidents in front of me. This is gonna be totally going different big times. Sure thing. Monica looks around, then motions me to follow her. She walks over to the closet and I chair behind her. So I know this was a while ago, but what exactly happened with you and Sayori? Oh my god. I forgot about that, but alright that. I really wish I wasn't having this conversation right now. I've been trying to push Sayori and I falling out behind me, but I still can't help but feel bad. That's probably because if it was my fault, we're not friends anymore. Well, she came over to my house on Valentine's Day and we were hanging out. But then Natsuki came over and some stuff happened between us. She seemed really bummed out and we haven't talked since. I see. Did she talk to you about it at all? What? Oh no, Sayori didn't say anything. I had just noticed you two haven't been talking at all. Yeah. I think she resents me now, to be honest. Well, resents is a strong word. But I could understand why she wouldn't exactly be ready to talk to you again. You left her for Natsuki after all. Oh my god, are we going back to that moment in the original games? That's so... I mean, it's no win situation anyway. But she's my girlfriend, and Sayori is your best friend. Which one do you think is more important? Uh-oh, this is a rhetorical question, isn't it? It's gonna be a new option, isn't it? Should I answer anyway? Guess it can't be helped. I do think best friends is more important. I can tell by Monica's facial expression that's the answer she was looking for. But I mean, look at her. She doesn't even want to talk to me. Monica and I both glance at Sayori, who's sitting at the desk near the front of the room. She's looking out the window staring at nothing. Do you plan on talking to her? I mean, yeah, when she's in a better mood. Usosuki. Yeah, that's a lie. In truth, I'm still conflicted about whether or not I should talk to Sayori. I do want to be friends with her, of course, but at the same time, I also want to spend time with Natsuki. Not to mention, I don't really want to face the music with Sayori. Cowardly, I know. I'd like to be able to help, but unfortunately now isn't really the best time. Now it's fine, what are we doing today anyway? Glad you asked. Monica clears her throat. Okay everyone, I have a quick announcement. With exam coming up, I decided that today we'll forego book talks and just help study hall. Is that alright with everyone? Oh, well yes, I guess so. I had a really good novel too. I know, but iPhong and I really have a lot of homework, right iPhong? Yep. I just suppose study session will be good. Yeah, probably, I don't want to fail. That's the spirit, guys. Well, let's get to it. We split up into two different groups, Yuri, Monica, and Sayori at the front, and Natsuki and I accompanied the decks near the back. Now? Hey Natsuki, how's the day been so far? Alright, I guess. If you say nothing and head home like in the previous episode that I did before, like changing the topic is also an option as well. I mean, you say nothing about the topic you're trying to bring in, but you're actually still talking, but in the other topics as well. So it's still a way to actually say nothing about helping other people. So you just simply just head home and just say nothing. But it doesn't work like that because it just simply say nothing, like you don't have any conversation or dialogue or log out. It's just gonna be weird. So you have to think about the off topics to talk. Just like you're heading home, like when you're in the middle of the conversations, you need to talk something, and you need to change the topic at that time. So it's actually really neat. Alright, I guess it's been alright. Yeah, I'm actually pretty thankful Monica turns this into a study session because I'm kind of lagging behind with homeworks. I was actually excited for the book talks this week. Found this really good series about high schooler who's secretly is psychic. Really? Do you have it with you? Yeah, one sec. Natsuki reaches into her bag and then pulls out familiar looking manga. Oh yeah, I read this one before. It's really good. Get to the end yet? No, what happens? Won't spoil anything, but I guarantee you're not gonna enjoy it. But why? Does someone not living or something? You'll see. No, of course not. No one's passed away. It's a comedy after all. It's just ending the cliffhangers. It's just ending the big cliffhangers, or rather ending on the big cliffhangers. It's been over a couple of months now. I'm still mad about its ending, but what can you do? Hey, are you paying attention? What? Natsuki scoffs. I said, do you have any other volumes I can borrow? I don't wanna waste my money on mangas. Yeah, you can come over and read the other volumes sometimes. Why don't you ever go to the library, by the way? There's plenty of manga there too. Are you joking? I can check out manga when everyone can see me. Embarrassment. Oh, I mean, I guess. When that worked out anyway, now I get to spend more time with my cute girlfriend. Hey, don't just say that thing in public. I mean, yeah, embarrassment. Just imagine us reading together, alone, no parents inside. You dummy. If you don't want me to tease you, then stop acting so cute. I want to say I love you to her, but I want it so bad, but in the middle of public, I don't think is appropriate time to confess. But I can do it here, not in front of everyone, especially not in front of Sayori. I just have to do it later. Oh, I mean, if I give them money, it's just not a book talks. It's just a study session. Change up pace. So actually, like, Monica's playing things out afterward. There, would you look at that? The sun's out. Big difference this time. Nice weather for Monday. On a day like this, I usually walk with Sayori, but we really haven't talked much since Valentine's Day. Bad times there. If you don't count the club, we haven't talked at all. Yeah, it's unfortunate that we're not really friends anymore, but that kind of stuff happens. High school is like that. We do have Natsuki though, which is really nice. Although I will admit it, I'm starting to enjoy time to myself. Never thought I ever said that, but here we are months after I joined the club, so I wouldn't feel lonely. It's kinda ironic actually. Are we going to the new dialogue? You see, today's my last day at the clubs. Finding a job very obviously means that I have less time for stuff like the clubs. Luckily, I've convinced my boss to let me start tomorrow. Mainly because I wanted to say goodbye today. Yeah, it's sad, I'm not exactly thrilled about it, but it's for Natsuki. It's sad I'm finding myself becoming accustomed to being alone more and more. I'm not really sure why it should, but regardless, leaving the clubs is my only options. Spend all night thinking about how I'm gonna break the news. But you keep the money. At first I was considering something dramatic, gathering everybody together at the front of the room and stuff, but I opted for the simpler option instead. I'm just gonna talk to Monica about it. No big send-up, no unnecessary dramatics, just a quick talk and I don't show up the next day. It's simple. Yet I'm still slightly nervous about it. Yeah, it's either way it's gonna be bad things happen, isn't it? Mostly just about how Natsuki will react. I have no doubt she'll be mad because I didn't tell her, which is totally my fault. But she knows exactly why I'm leaving, so it won't be a huge surprise. I'm curious how everyone else will react though. Lucky me, because I got the entire school day to think about it. Great. This is totally new dialogue. To skip grayed out the whole way. The final bell, music to my ears. Now I can finally go to the clubs. I have a general idea about how everyone will react. That is, if Monica even mentions it to them today, if she doesn't in the clubs, I tell Natsuki about it afterwards. iPhong, you're not leaving or something? Hi Shiri. You're totally new in the dialogue. Well, skip gray out in the way. Oh, hi Shiri. Hi Shiri. What's up? Nothing. I was about to go to my club but then I noticed you were just sort of sitting there. Sorry, I was thinking to myself. You said you were heading to your club. Where's that? A Doki hallway. Which clubs you attending to, Shiri? Which clubs are you in? I'm interested. Really, that's where my clubs is too. Wanna walk with me? Sure, I got nothing better to do. Alright then, let's get moving. You're in the literature clubs, right? Yeah, you've been there before, remember the festival? Yep, although not for long. Shiri, this is a dumb reason for me to quit the clubs. Why would I quit the club just because I want the gamings? What are you dropping out not to go play video games? I wish I got the jobs. Really good for you, iPhong. I should probably get a job too. And it's nice to have money on hand. Yeah, there's not many jobs around here though. That's the only problems. Where did you get the job? I'm a cashier at the local shop. I prefer to have a job at the chains. It pays more. You like jewelries, aren't you? Depends on the place, I guess. I prefer more flexible hours over a slight increase in pay. Really? That's kinda dumb. Shrug my shoulders. I'm alright with it. To each on their own, I guess. Well, here's my stop. See ya, iPhong. Adios. Adios, amigos. When I open the door, I'm faced with the usual scene. Everyone either reading or working on homework or talking with each other. Lucky for me, Monica is just writing something at the front of the room. I walk up to her. Oh, hey there, iPhong. I didn't hear you walking in. Hey, Monica, you doing homework? No, I'm filling out the club forum. The school makes each club feel one now. Really? What's on it? Boring stuff like how we spend our time and if we plan to advertise and whatnot. It's a lot not like paperwork. I see. But if you had a moment, there's something I'd like to discuss with you. Is it important? Yeah. I just want to tell you that I made my decision about what we discussed last week. Monica takes a breath and set aside her paperwork to look at me. Considering that you went out your way to talk to me, I can infer your decision. Yeah, I'm really sorry. I know that's not what the club needs right now, but when I weighed up the option, that's all I really had. A wry smile flashed across Monica's face for a moment. Well, to be honest, that's what I expected you to do. You're really going through with this then. Yeah, I'm sure about it. Sorry. Monica sighs. It's alright. I understand why you had to leave, but I'm still sad that you're leaving. Yeah, I'm not exactly thrilled about it either. Yeah, it's always hard to leave something that you're always getting used to. I mean, at the beginning, you don't know about poetry before, you don't know how to write poems before. When you're getting to a club, you're getting used to it, you're seeing your club members as your friends. It's really hard to say goodbye. I really like it here, but there's nothing I can really do. Monica nods her head. I see. When did you have to leave? I promised my boss I'd start working tomorrow. Tomorrow, I was gonna throw a going away party. I chuckles. Thanks, but that's really not necessary. Are you sure we can have a small one right now? I'm sure it's best not to make a big fuss about it, if you insist. We didn't have anything major planned for today. As a celebration of your last day, we can do whatever you want today. Have fun while you still can. I kinda just want to read, to be honest. Alright, that works. I try not to let anyone bother you today. Much appreciated. When I get back to filling out that forum while I sit down near the front of the room, I rummage through my backpack until I find the manga volume I started reading that last night. It's an old series I finished a while back, but it's always nice to go back and reread a series from time to time. About 5 minutes passed by before I noticed Monica talking to the other girls. They glanced over at me and looked back at each other. Monica, did you tell that I'm gonna leave? I can't read their facial expression exactly, but I can assume what Monica is telling them. But they're gonna find out one way or another. Shook my shoulder and continues reading. Man, it almost been an hour already. Well, Monica did promise that I wouldn't be disturbed, so I guess I was able to just immerse myself and completely lose track of time. How long did you hold the clubs? I mean, after school, there should be a clubs like about 1 hour or maybe 1 hour and a half. I don't know. You cannot hold the clubs after school a really long time, over 2 hours. I mean, everyone can get home too. I mean, the most common times when you hold clubs after school is in the afternoon. I mean, the sound of the girls packing up their stuff prompts me to do the same. As I head for the door, a voice calls my name. Wait, iPhong? Yeah? Don't go just yet, we have something for you. I back up and walk to the front of the room where all the girls are standing. What's up? Yuri, you look sad. Oh, don't act dumb, you know what this is about. Right. We just wanted to say we were really glad that you joined the club. You stuck with us through the thick and thin, and that means a lot. Yuri and Natsuki nod their heads. Sayori just sort of stands there. It's unfortunate that you have to leave, but it's for a very respectable cause. I wish you luck with your new career. Thanks, Yuri. I mean, that's a really good one, Yuri. Career is important. I mean, working career. I mean, I don't know everyone must have the career to actually have something for a living, right? Thanks, Yuri. You better not be living forever. No, not forever. It's just temporary things right now. It better be. I shake my head and chuckles. Finger crossed, I'll be back next school years. If there's a literature club next year, that is. Of course there will be. We're not graduating just yet after all. True enough. I glanced at the clock. Well, I guess it's about that time. Thanks for everything, guys. I'll see you around. Bye, iPhong. Thanks for sticking around. Best of luck, iPhong. See ya, iPhong. I wave one last goodbye and head out the door. It's sad though. It's never easy to live something that you get used to. Like it's never easy. But that was surprisingly sweet. Never really thought of myself actually meaning that much to the girls. It seemed like they were genuinely sad. I was sad too. I mean, there will be one day I'm so gonna miss them. I mean, still in the same school but not being in the clubs, like, man. Although I still have a gut feeling Yuri and Monica were putting on the act for some reason. I'm not sure why I'm thinking that in truth, but I can't get the thought out of my head. I sigh. Well, what is done is done. The literature club is now officially in the past, for now at least. But that's besides the point. What's important now is focusing on school and my job. Heh. Natsuki was right, I do sound like an adult. For all the good it's done me. Oh man, that's hard, man. it's not easy to leave everything you're getting used to behind. It's totally new. Oh god. Totally different dialogues. Totally different dialogue though. Sunday finally. Today's the day Natsuki and I finally hang out. Where? Since I work every weekdays and Saturday, my boss forced me to take Sunday off. With exam coming up, I gladly take a day off and to study and do homework. Not today though. I made an effort to get all my homeworks done yesterday so I wouldn't be stressing out about it today. Natsuki went and got her own job to support her dad, so now we rarely hang out due to schedule conflicts. We mainly been talking over text, and if we see each other in the hall, which only means today is extra special. She said she will be here sometime around 1, which is in about 5 minutes. Luckily, I took a liberty of cleaning up my room yesterday, so I don't have to worry about that. I meandered around my room till I feel a vibration in my pocket. Someone on the phone is a text from Natsuki. I'm here. I mean, you can actually... You know, I'm gonna see this as emoji, but you can actually ship number 6 and then just type the, you know, I think some people say that is an emoji, but I think it's like an icon or a symbol because you just type it by yourself. Emoji is just only showing your face or icon, like, you know. But if you see this is an emoji that still works. I mean, everyone has a different definition of emoji, but honestly I don't like emoji. But I still really enjoy typing it out like this, but not showing the face because it annoys me. Cool, one sec. Don't know why she couldn't just ring the doorbell, but regardless, I head downstairs to let her in. Hey strangers, Natsuki. It hasn't been that long. How's the literature club been? Kinda boring without you. Miss me that much, eh? Playfully nudge her, but to my surprise she doesn't fire back. Yeah. Oh yeah, wait, but what will happen if she see the big money? What will happen if she's gonna find out that I give the money? That's the thing. Or she never gonna be found out at all. I didn't expect her to be so uncharacteristically solemn, so for a moment there's a touch of awkwardness in the air. Anyway, I bought some bentos, so come on in. Oh, you did? Heck yeah! After hanging up her coat, she heads straight for the kitchen, walks up to the fridge and grabs the big bento box without any hesitation. Always direct to the point, huh? Before I know it, she pulling out the utensil and cups for the soy sauce. You sure know your way around my kitchen. No duh, I don't even know how many times I baked stuff in here, let alone I ate food. It's so sweet when you get used to your friends' rooms like so many times. I mean, it happens in real life, but even with the same genders, like you hang out someone's rooms, you hang out at someone's house, especially your friend's house, and then you come to their house many times and you know every room like a map. It's really sweet, but sometimes it can be a breach of privacy, but if your friends are fine with it, that's a sweet thing they can do. I don't even know how many times I bake stuff here level 8 food. You make a fair point. So what are we doing? That's a good question. It's up to you really. I'm okay with anything. In that case, we're watching the Perfect Girls anime. Yes, finally. In the first run, I was like, since when the main protagonist and I watch animes? Now we're gonna see it as an option. Yes, we're watching the Perfect Girls anime. Now I finished it that last week. I'm sorry, Natsuki. Now I finished that last week. But come on, can you just at least rewatch it and hang out with your girlfriends? How about we see if the mangas with the psychic kid has an anime? Oh, that's a good idea actually. From what I heard, the manga is pretty popular. There's a good chance an anime adaptation exists. Well, we can only hope, because most animes is adapted like from the mangas, and it's just when manga writers write really good stories, and then some anime industry that call the manga artists out and say like, hey, let's collaboration in this, and then let's make an anime out of that shows, and it would be good ideas. And then all credits have been in the opening and the ending themes, and then I don't know how many wage and how many outcomes you're gonna earn from that animes or movies. Some people say a lot, but sometimes I don't know about Japan. Sometimes like people just see like anime is just being weakened. Like people just feel like people don't get enough wage to actually survive for a day. But I think whatever any anime industry is, whatever every movie industry or any manga industry, what matters that I think that you bring out the story that got successful. Many readers think is that it's really like put feels into them. It makes a really good success. I mean, some people say money isn't matters, but I think that they deserve to get more. I mean, they deserve to earn more actually. But I don't know. Well, we can only hope. We both walk into the living room and sit down on the couch, which has a big TV. I turn on the TV and hand the remote to Natsuki, who searches for the series we want. Sure enough, there's an anime adaptations. 3 seasons, that's the scores. Oh my god. A fun fact is when Sword Art Online Alicization comes out, and a lot of people discuss about it, and I was like, you know what, I don't want to be old. I just want to actually just grind watching Sword Art Online. At that time, I watched the first season, the second season, and start to watch Alicizations. It took me like a lot of times, 6 hours just to finish a season, and then I leave it to the next day and then watch the second season, and then get where I left, where people left off. Actually, it was a time when Alicization was actually released. A lot of people discuss about it, and yeah, without a doubt. Natsuki puts on the first episode. We both sit back and eat our bentos as we watch the TV. Almost an hour passes before Natsuki and I finally decide to take a break. I got through maybe 3 episodes of the animes, which by the way is really dang good. What? An hour passed, almost an hour passed, and 3 episodes. How long is an episode? I mean, I know there's types of anime who actually only have 20 minutes, which means 36 minutes for 3 episodes. I mean, it can be like 40 minutes or maybe 45 minutes when you change the episodes, and yeah, you know. A bit fast paced for my taste, but it's still a good show nonetheless. So how's your job doing? How's your job going? It's actually going really well. I got a pay rise the other day. Really? How much? 15 yen an hour. Are you? Well, that's confirmed that 50 yens a day. 15 yens an hour, so make it to 50. So 3 hours 3 hours and a half maybe for 15 yens a day, and which so it confirms the salary. It can be like around 300 or 340 or 40 or 50, 350 yens, around 300 and 350 yens for a week. So yeah, it's nice when it gives the information about 15 yens an hour and 50 yens for a total week. No, it's not for a total week. It's just 50 yen for a day. 50 yen for a total week is way too little. It weighs too little. And yeah, it's nice when it gives the information, because in the first runs I have no idea. Because 50 yens and I was like, is that 50 yens in the total week or the 50 yens for each day works? So thank you for giving me this information. It's really helpful. 15 yens an hour, which may be like 3.5 hours, and maybe and it actually makes sense that you make 50 yens for a day, and 7 days a week you maybe earn around 300 or 350 yens for a week, so which is actually nice. However, I still doubt that it's enough for you. I still doubt if enough for a day, because I don't know, some people complain that they don't have enough for just a day. So yeah, or that's not that much. Yeah, but I haven't really been working for that long. Besides, I take what I can get. Natsuki nods her head. So you got a job? Where? Oh yeah, I've been meaning to tell you about that. Don't tell me that you got a job at the same place. Jeez, who do you think I am? The stalkers? Well, I wouldn't mind if we could spend more time together. Even couple needs some time apart. Although she says that it's as if pouting, she can't help a smile from breaking out on her face. Anyway, if it's not my place, where's your new job at? Yeah, about that. Okay, promise me that you won't get mad. Why would I get mad? Maybe mad is the wrong word, but I know you feel weird about it. Just tell me so I can know if I should feel weird or not. Jeez, calm down. I started working at my dad's shop again. I mean, we own since it's coming. Helping to stock the shelves, running the registers. The same stuff I did before. I mean, in my first run, I can actually guess that. I mean, she did confess that that both my protagonist and herself work, so having less time, so it's just sad. But yeah, we all seen this coming. Huh, really? She was right, I do feel weird about it. Does that mean you and your dad are on the better terms now? Well, I don't know if I said that we're on the good term, but I feel really bad for not doing anything to help, you know. I mean, even you have a job, you don't even need to be doing that. Plus, I don't want to have to rely on other people to help either. I want to be able to be more independent. Don't get me wrong, everything you're saying makes perfect sense, but I'm just worried, considering, well, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I told you that was a one-time thing. Did you not believe me? She frowned at me, picking at the hem of her shirt. No, of course I believe you. I'm still concerned about your safety overall. So that's the reason why I'm saying that I put the #1 spot for Natsuki's safety, because I always worry about that. And either way, there's nothing wrong with asking for help, but I can't exactly ask for this much help even from you. Actually, especially not from you. I don't want to be a burden, so... Natsuki, you're never a burden. I just don't want to see you get hurt. Perfectly fine. You worry about me too much, dummy. Seeing Natsuki blush like that, I can't help but smile. Sorry, I know that is annoying. No, it's fine. She inches closer to me. I don't mind. I extend my arm out slowly, ensuring that Natsuki knows what I'm doing. She doesn't move away, so I put my arm around her and gently pull her towards me. After Natsuki told me about her dad beating her, I realized why she had been so opposed to physical contact. Of course, I also realized that Natsuki was lying about her dad hitting and being a one-time things. Wait. If Natsuki lied about dad hittings, so what is the bruise for? What's the nosebleeds for? What did you do? Now, I know I'm no therapist or psychologist or whatever, but I think it's reasonable to assume that a person would be opposed to physical contact if they have been assaulted multiple times. Someone acting like Natsuki did from only one time. It seems like a stretch, to be honest, especially considering she was acting that way before I found out about that one time. Regardless, I never brought it up with her for obvious reasons. Probably best to keep it that way too. The conversation cheered up from there, leaving Natsuki and I sitting shoulder to shoulder. Also, if you appreciate the details, I mean, I really like how the lighting actually reflects on the television. It has a kind of a blurry light scene there. I mean, when you're watching a TV in black, you also see your own reflection as well. It's acting like a mirror but with black. But with the lights on, it also reflects as well. Really cool detail though. And also check about the shadows of the chair, sofa as well. I mean, don't miss anything when you focus on the detail though. The conversation cheered up from there, leaving Natsuki and I sitting shoulder to shoulders. Eventually she rests her head on my shoulders. Her left hand locks in with my right, and we take turns squeezing each other's hands. Oh, that's so sweet. I mean, when you get tired, you just use other people's shoulders, right? It's not exactly what I picture cuddling to be, but it's making my heart rate skyrocket nonetheless. Hey iPhong. Yeah? I know we haven't talked much lately, but... Oh, I totally forgot that the main protagonist haven't said in face to face. I love you. I chuckled. I love you too, Natsuki. Finally, the main protagonist confessed. With talking right face to face. How long do you think we'll be like this? I don't know, forever. What do you mean exactly? How long do you think we'll be dating? Well, there's a hopeful answer and there's a realistic answer. Which one do you want? Realistic, duh! Alright, it depends really. I never been in a relationship before, so I have no idea what happens the longer it lasts. But I'm sure whenever comes up, it can be solved if we're honest and communicating with each other, right? Yeah, like Sensei Sakurai said in the games, communication is a key. And honest is the top priorities. It's not number one priorities, but when you're in the relationship, safety is the number one priority. I don't want anyone to feel like being a threat or being in dangers. But I also really want people to say honest things, and if you just keep telling lies, you're going the wrong way, and you just don't know what other people really want. So honesty is the top priority, but it's not like that. I think safety is my number one priority, because no one wants to get family violence. No one wants that. But I'm sure we'll be honest and communicating with each other, right? Sounds about right. For someone who's supposedly never dating someone, you sure knows a lot. Just going off of advice from mom. And Monica and Sensei Sakurai. I mean, I need to thank them as well. I mean, Monica gives me really, that's the advice actually can change everything. You cannot be heroes at any times. There's a hero complex too, you know. She said it so early that I didn't even pay attention on picking the choice, because I think guys and girls would do the same things to donate the money. I mean, everyone wants to help, but sometimes it's just making other people think that they are burdens. Yeah, she seems really smart. Are you and Sayori still friends? Sayori? We haven't talked since Valentine's Day. Why? Just wondering. So, yeah. What do you want to do now? I mean, are we keep watching animes? Just 3 episodes. I mean, how long can we spend all day? Let's watch more anime, I guess. Sounds good to me. Why do I have a feeling that we're Netflix and chill right now? I mean, people used to make jokes about Netflix and chill. Why? Why do I have the feeling that we're Netflix and chilling now? Natsuki? Are we heading in this section? Oh no, I need to prepare. Sounds good to me. I mean, anime times, fun times with Natsuki, a totally new dialogue there. Wow, totally new to me. Where picking option like totally can change a lot. Good morning, iPhong. Good morning, Shiori. How's it going? Not too bad. Exams are coming up, so I spend most of the time studying. Quite the party animal lifestyle you lead, hey? Psh, like you're attending raves every weekend. We both share a laugh. Anyway, how about you? Same old, same old. I guess it's good to keep busy, but my job is eating up so much of my free time kinda sucks. Also, yeah, but since you don't have much time in the clubs anymore, you can actually have more time with the background characters though, which is really nice. You should ask for some time off then. You said your boss is lenient, so maybe he'll understand? I don't know, maybe. You know, I was thinking about getting a job after you told me you got one. Oh, what job did you think of? But I figured it was better to wait until after exam. Way too stressful otherwise, yeah. I mean, after exams, I really hope you find your jobs too. I mean, come on. In the game with 17, I mean, some days we're gonna be adults. We're gonna have something for our livings. We totally need to work, man. Yeah, that's probably the smarter choice. Don't do what I did. Wait, are you thinking of getting a job? Probably a supermarket chain or something. That's also a good idea though. I mean, it's the same system as a convenience store, but it will be more busy and more crowded. I mean, high risk, high reward, man. Let me guess, better pay? Yo, you bet. Also, the door bust open as this hero-looking sakurai hurries through and heads for the desk. Good morning, everyone. Take your seat. We got a lot to do today. So let's get right into it. Today we're starting a new project, a research project to be specific. I thought we're gonna prepare for the exams. Why with the project? The classroom simultaneously voiced their displeasure. I know, trust me, it's the last thing we want to grade. But regardless, school curriculum says we have to do a research project. So, this is gonna be both research project and presentation. You're gonna work with your partner that I think you work well with. So yes, there's a good chance you'll be your friend. There's a good chance you'll be with your friends. There's a general murmur of excitement. I do warn you, don't make me regret that decision. Sometimes your friends is not actually your friends, because they know each other too well, and then they have different opinions. They just want to come up back and forth, and then at the end of the day, things not gonna go well. That's bad though. Moving on, I'll be assigning each group a topic which will be focused on your project. Yeah. Don't make the teacher regret about picking your friends. I mean, sometimes your friends is not your friends. They know you a lot, so they want to be more open and come up with the ideas. And then it just go back and forth, and it just not gonna end well. One person does the paper, the other does the presentation. Once I assign groups, I give you a paper with a specific capiche? Yes, sir. Good. Now for the groups. Since we are, there will be one group 3, and that group is gonna be Shiori, Amy, and iPhong. Oh my god! Thank you, Mr. Sensei Sakurai, for letting me with the background characters. Oh, that's a totally new things to do. Sakurai looks at the 3 of us. Does that work for you guys? Yep. Yep. Oh, look. Long time no see, Amy. You look so cheerful as always. Sounds good. Alright, as for everyone else, Sakurai lists up the remaining pairs of partners. Once he finally is done, he hands out the instruction for the project and let us get to work. Shiori immediately calls Amy and I over. Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. I'm glad it wasn't just me who was thinking that. Sorry guys, you're a good 100 years off. Looks like we're covering a German invasion of the Soviet Union. Oh god, why do I have a bad feeling about this? People making jokes about it and social media is not gonna be happy about this. Do we have to do a war? Considering it was assigned to us, yeah, we have to. It won't be that bad. So is the project just like the war as a whole, or let me look. Her eyes glaze over the instruction sheet. Key figures and key battles, yeah. Speaking of that, who's gonna do the research paper? There's 3 of us, so we can't split up evenly. Good question. Am I gonna pick a background character this time? I don't know. Well, I think we should have 2 of us do the presentation and the other do the papers. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm not the greatest public speaker, so would you guys mind doing the presentation? I was just about to suggest that, actually. Amy nudges me playfully. Chicken. Where you are, what you eat. Well, that's all then. I found you working on the papers while Amy and I handled the presentation. Sounds good to me. Well, put cheese on the paper. This is gonna be a good idea. History. Amy and Shiori is gonna handle the presentation. And I work on the papers. I would be more like working on the presentation more than writing a paper, because in real life my handwriting is totally bad. Doctor handwriting is more handwriting to the point you really need a magnifying glass to see my handwritings. I mean, I did test it when I was secondary school, and my ex-classmate always joke about how bad my handwriting is, but I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I made it. I mean, I'm just only use the handwriting just to write as fast as I can. I cannot write fast, when I had to make the letters and wordings bigger so everyone can see. I just want my handwritings to be like I can feel more comfortable and just write fast to catch up the notes. And wow. That's when we in the laboratories one day, when we actually learn chemistry at one times, and then we also had to take notes, and someone actually grab a magnifying glass out of nowhere and trying to test out my handwritings in my notes, and it actually works. It's actually really funny though, but yeah. In real life, I would be more on presentation more that rather than writing anything. But right now, like it's been a long time since I haven't been presentation, so yeah, sounds good to me. All right, let's do this. Man, today was exhausting. Not only did I have history project, but I also had a bunch of quizzes, exams, man. Some were harder than others, but I think I did alright. It was a nice distraction from what's been on my mind recently. Natsuki. pass her in the hallway sometimes. I gotta say she's looking better. That's not what worries about me. But that's not worrying me. Let me guess, Sayori. We haven't hung outside of school in almost 2 weeks now due to scheduling conflicts. In addition to that, we have been barely texting to each other. We're drifting apart. It keeps reminding me of when Sayori and I first drifted apart near the start of my first year. But that was different, mainly because Sayori and I were just friends. Best friends, but friends nonetheless. Natsuki is my girlfriend for crying out loud, which is why our lack of communication has been worrying me this whole week. Maybe I'm being a bit over dramatic, acting like this week has been terrible, but it really hasn't. Plenty of good things have happened this week, so why does the negativity feel so overbearing? I'm home. Oh, since when you back? Hey, Mom, since when you back? Hey, I found out of school. Now coming home being one of them. It was alright, nothing out of ordinary, and I gotta get ready for work soon. Oh, when does your shift start? 4:30, and I normally leave around 4:15. 15-minute walk. That's nice. I actually like every time from home to the bus stop, always 15 minutes of walk too. Good timing though. Do you want a little something right now, or do you want dinner when you get back? When I get back, if that's not too inconvenience. Not really hungry right now. Alright, how's Natsuki? Okay. In the first round, if you are gonna come back and ask how Natsuki, I'm screwed. I'm just sort of shrug my shoulders. Uh-oh, trouble in paradise? I guess. That wasn't a very convincing response. How do I phrase it? I'm just a bit concerned about our relationship because we haven't been talking much. Has she been ignoring you? No, it's not that. We just don't text or hang out with each other anymore. I see. Well, iPhong, what do you think you should do? I don't know. Do you want to keep dating her? Yeah. Does she want to keep dating you? I don't know about this, but yeah. Are you sure? Trust me, Mom. You can tell when Natsuki doesn't want to talk with you. I'll take your word on that. But to me, it sounds like you two are just drifting apart. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. Don't worry, sweetheart. It's natural. You guys are high schooler. It's not uncommon for you guys to have schedule conflicts. In the end, though, it's up to you to decide if you want to work around those conflicts so you can spend time together. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Good. Just make sure that you really think about what you want to do. I hear ya. You're gonna get changed. You should take a quick shower too. You smell. Sorry. Hey. After making a face at her, I head upstairs with what little dignity I have left. In my room, I start to get ready to take a shower. Suddenly, a thought comes to me. Grab my phone up on my desk and open the message app. Open up my conversation with Natsuki. Sigh. Hey. Hi, how are you doing? Alright, I guess. I wanted to talk to you about something. What? We haven't talked much recently because of work. Yeah. Sadly. Yeah, chú. Yeah, chú. If you replace TR to CH, doesn't mean like kissing. So I was thinking. I paused, almost not wanting to follow or through with what I'm about to do. Taking a breath and closing my eyes for a moment, I relived some of the moments I spent with her. As I bite my lip, I slowly typed the rest of my sentence. Maybe we should go back to friends till our schedule work together again. Why did you say that, main protagonist? I don't think it's a good idea. Why you go back to friend zone? Natsuki typing, it takes longer than her standard lightning fast replies. Maybe she's mulling it over. Yeah, I was thinking that too. Alright then. I got work, see ya around. I got work too, see ya. With that, I put my phone down. I think that was the right move. Thinking about it, Even if I quit my job and rejoin the club, Natsuki will still be working all the time, considering we've been, or rather we dating for 3 months. Going back to school only relationship doesn't seem worth it. It's only temporarily though, I hope. In contrast to the nervousness I felt earlier, and I'm now living a sense of loss. Will I be able to face the clubs? What about Sayori? With my mind clutters, I eventually make my way to work just in time to start. As a same to you. As the customer walk out, I wave them all. The little convenience. I was about to say inconvenience because the this music always making me feel like something bad's gonna happen. The little convenience store's been busy today, but I'm not complaining. I mean, high risk, high reward, right? Many people comes for your store, which means that it makes you happy. I grimace to myself as another customer walks in pursuing of wares. Welcomes. My obligatory will come out of the way. I take a free moment to rearrange and restock a couple of shelves before returning to the register and the customer. It's a little old lady with after some milk. That's totally new characters. We already have old man, now it's the old lady. It's a little old lady after some milk. She's a regular who I gotten to know quite well, as much as I certainly didn't need to. She could tuck the ears of an elephant, as the saying might go. After scanning through her milk, she hands me some cash before her expression changed. iPhong, you have been having a rough day, haven't you? How'd you know me? Who are you, old lady? No, not at all. We just been busy. Who is this old lady? How you know me? I'm fairly certain that she can see through my facade. I haven't perfected my customer service face just yet. I don't think you've been that busy. Half of the shelves are empty, and with you staring up into space, they aren't going to fill themselves. I mean, when you run out of stock, it's still bad things though. When you get into the business industry, you're always trying to think about balancing the stock. If you're overstocked, you're gonna get way too much loan or debt, or I don't know. It's just basically overstocked, like you're wasting a lot of monies away for nothings. But if you're understocked, you can likely have nothing to offer for customers, and it's just big trouble, man, big trouble. Before I have a chance to decide whether the old lady is reprimanding me or just concerned, she continues. If you don't want to talk about it, that's alright, but it's not good to keep those emotions bottled up. Whatever bothering you, know that it's only temporary. I wouldn't cry if I didn't think it was serious, mind you. Strength is not keeping things hidden away. Real strength comes from trust. Trust in your friends and in your family. But more than that, it comes from being decisive. If you don't make your own decision, you won't get anywhere in life. Life doesn't always turn out the way you want it to, of course, but that doesn't mean you fail. You can always look at it from another perspective or try again. Who is this old lady? Why do I feel like she's talking like she's talking like she's breaking a fourth wall? Knowing a lot of real life though. And actress trust. Yeah. Decision as well. If you don't make your decision, it won't get anywhere. I mean, I did make, but it's still not gonna go anywhere already. I mean, I didn't look at my option in the first run in another perspective, and I think I went to my guts, and it's not end well. And I'm trying the games again, like right now in this run, trying to pick out the options. However, in real life, it doesn't work like that. In real life, you cannot go back. In games, you can go back and choose other option, but in real life, once it's done, it's done. You cannot do anything. Also, the reflection on the floors though, it's a totally really nice detail. I mean, colorful of the rainbows, and then it's slowly blur once it gets further away from distance. My God, always appreciate the details. Sometimes you just want to right click and hide the dialogues, and appreciate the illustration. Appreciate the much of the hard works that the mod creators have to spend time to. Like honestly, that's a lot of time taken for the mod. Not gonna lie, big respect for you actually. Big respect for those who create the mods. But what I'm thinking is this: it's gonna be a special ending when I try to pick all the options and then lead onto one of the girls, or maybe the girls we're gonna have a different voice on once you pick all the options. That's my plan, because once I finish all the main games, then I'm gonna go to the extra section, which is Monica's extra section. As much as she tends from throne on, for once I find myself intensely listening to her advice. If she could clean that much just from my expression, then her powers of deduction must be terrifying to behold. Why do I have a feeling that this old lady is a lifesaver, or maybe like really important characters that I don't know? Since when the old ladies know about me? As the thought of the old lady dressing up in the bad costume or smile or crosses my face, maybe this isn't so bad after all. God, we're totally in a different new dialogue now. Wow, I'm impressed. I miss so much when I don't give the money at all. This is interesting though, but I'm gonna leave it to the next day or next episodes, and I'm gonna turn the music of the games off and check the folders to see if anything's changed. It's still the same with the happy talk with the X, and I'm worried about this. Not hanging on too much with Sayori's. I remember from the original games, is she gonna be okay? And Natsuki too. Why did the main protagonist say that? Going back to a friend relationship? Really? Just really? But at the same time, I don't know when and the next section is gonna to end. I have kind of bad feeling that I make the same mistake when I did in the first run, and then it's gonna end in just only a few minutes, and then I'll be feeling really bad, and just only making a really short episode out of that. And yeah, and the ending of my first run, I did edit things, and because I just want to put 2 other videos behind the scenes at one episode, because it's episode 20 at that times. I just want to get the magic numbers, but for now I'm unsure about this. It's what if this end in the next section really quick, I'm gonna get angry. I mean, we get into a really new dialogues, new for me though, and it's because I pick a different options, a lot of skip being grayed out. So yeah, I would miss a lot though, but I still don't like the fact when the main protagonist saying that just go back to friends until that we have free times to meet each other and then we can be girlfriends again. And I'm not sure about this. When you don't spend so much time together, it just feels like you just want to split up to the person and try to give up everything and just trying to focus on the works. It's really hard, man. Sometimes works like just taking overs, and it just makes you think who is more important, family, relationship, or works. And there will be arguments happens. It's really unnecessary, just sad. In real life, it's also affected by this, but I don't know. It's a good idea though. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I mean, I'm glad I got a different outcome after this. But yeah, as always, hasta la vista. I still really want a better ending though.